What is up, Elon holders? Welcome back to my channel. I'm back at you with an update on the Dogelon Mars token, and we know that is gonna be none other than our very own ticker symbol Elon. I gotta let you know, I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I say is ever financial advice, merely helping explore the vast Dogelon Mars universe and packaging that into nice, neat videos for your viewing and learning pleasure. So definitely do drop a big like on this video, as it does help every single Elon holder out there, helps this channel, and I would greatly appreciate that. So also do consider subscribing, as it does keep you up to date on cryptocurrency news, all things Dogelon Mars, and allows you to win some amazing NFTs in the process. All you have to do is be subscribed, comment on my giveaway video, and you're going to be entered. I'm actually going to be doing a giveaway announcement at the end of this video. For the last two videos I've done giveaways on them, so let's stay tuned for that, and that will be at the end. Now let's get into the video. It does look like we are currently ranked 141 right now, price tag sitting at about 603218. Market cap looking at 177.8 million, 0.9 million, looking pretty decent. Volume is looking rather low though, I'm gonna have to say. 1.4 million traded over the last 24 hours. What is going on? Let me know in the comments below. So it does look like we are down on the day. It does look like we are a bit down on the day, like about 4.62%. But if we look at, if we are in doubt, we can zoom out, and it does look like we are up on the week ultimately though. So still some positivity out there in the market. Gotta say, a lot of everything has gone down today. It seems like looks like we have increased in holders. It looks like we are sitting at about 138,958. So I mean, that is still an increase from the beginning of the week, despite how the week has turned out. So I will look at that with a silver lining there. 24% of people in the money. That is very nice to see. Very, very nice to see in a bear market. And we know that is what we are in. We are in a bear market right now. And I'm going to talk to you guys a little later about what could actually happen that would get us out of this bear market that much quicker. So stay tuned. We still have more to go into first though. So looks like we are sitting at a 24 right now in the fear and greed index, which is very nice to see, a sign of some kind of recovery. So I wanted to drop that in there and let you know that the crypto market does appear to be lessening in fear. 63 on the short term, 67 on the long term. I will refresh that though. Yeah, that is accurate. It looks like 63 on the short term and 67 on the long term does put Dogelon Mars above 67% of cryptocurrencies in the long term and 63% of cryptos in the short term. Moderately bullish signals there. Very nice to see. Risk gauge sitting right in the middle. It looks like volatility is sitting in the middle and sentiment sitting pretty neutral. Everything is sitting pretty neutral at the moment as we wait for what is going to be happening next. So drop it in the comments. How do you feel that we will be playing out going into this next week? I'm definitely hoping we can see some kind of recovery, but in the crypto world, you just never really know. There is a lot of things that can impact it negatively these days. So that is something to take into consideration. Our macroeconomic environment is definitely something that it's going to play a major role in the price of a lot of projects. But those who choose to take that as an opportunity will end up with bigger positions, and hopefully, if you believe this is not going to be the end of crypto, shall see some major returns in the short to long term, medium long term, hopefully very soon, in my opinion. Now we're gonna hop over to Twitter, where John Talmadge actually posted a pretty cool tweet. I want to give a big shout out to John. Thank you very much for sharing. It does look like daily top most traded coins the last 24 hours as of 7/9/2022, which was yesterday. Looks like Dogelon Mars made it into that number 2 spot ahead of Baby Doge. So very, very nice stuff to see. Very cool things that are in the works in the project. I'm very excited. If you haven't checked out a lot of things that we have to be excited for, go check out my last couple videos. I've got some great information there about what this project has in store for it, that we are just waiting for some positivity in the market to turn around and actually hold some sustainable gains. That's my opinion. That's merely my speculation. I am not a developer. I'm not affiliated with the developers in any way. That is just my speculation, what I want to see, what I'm hoping to see, what I think their thought process is behind this market. Ultimately, I am no token developer, so the decisions that they make, if you hold this project, you definitely are standing by the developers. And that is just all right by me. Now we are going to get into 5 things that could happen potentially and end this bear market. So I'm going to head on over to Cointelegraph. And the name of the article is 5 events that could put an end to the current bear market. So let's dig into it. I'm sure a lot of you guys are interested to find out what those 5 things are. So it looks like crypto bear markets are rough, but there are 5 moonshot events that could turn the ship around. Much of the charge in of cryptocurrency investors across the ecosystem, the bear market has officially set in and brought with it devastating price collapses that have left relatively few unscathed. If you are unscathed, drop it in the comments. I know the number has got to be pretty low, as the popular topic of conversation now centers around bears' predictions of how low BTC will go and how long this iteration of the crypto winter will last. Those with more experience on the matter know that it's virtually impossible to predict the bottom, and it would be wise to apply those energies elsewhere. Instead of focusing on when of the end, perhaps it's more constructive to explore what events might help pull the market out of the bear market depths and put it on its path to its next up cycle. Here's a look at 5 potential catalysts that could pull the crypto market out of its current melees. A successful Ethereum merge. Now we do know the merge is on its way. They have done some test nets that they have found a few bugs and are fixing, but it does look like we may see the merge this year, which we know will put Ethereum at a very positive price. A lot are predicting into the 5-figure range, so very, very nice to see. One of the most highly anticipated developments of the past 5 years has been the ongoing transition from the Ethereum network from proof of work to proof of stake. While the process has been drawn out, one that has faced numerous setbacks, the official switch is now closer than ever following the successful completion of the merge trial on the public test network Sepolia. Oh, another big day for the merge on. Yeah, so great to check that tweet out. Very awesome stuff. It is possible that the building hype around the merge could help pull the crypto market out of its bearish state should the transition go off without a hitch, especially if it helps lead to more scalability and the faster user experience. As it stands right now, the merge is set to take place in August 2022. It shouldn't be noted that a successful merge could also lead to buy the rumor, sell the news type of event where prices briefly pump due to the euphoria of crypto holders, only to fall back down once the dire state of the global finance system comes back to the forefront. Now, hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully we see some kind of, I don't know if you guys know of the flippening, but that is when they ultimately expect Ethereum to possibly flip Bitcoin. Do you think, drop it in the comments below if you think that Ethereum will flip Bitcoin with a successful merge. Approval of a spot Bitcoin ETF. Another event that has been rumored for years that could spark a crypto revival is the passage of a spot Bitcoin exchange traded fund for United States markets. Ever since 2017, when the first BTC ETF proposed by the Winklevoss twins was denied by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commissions, there has been one rejected after another for any physically backed Bitcoin ETF proposal put forward. Reasons for the rejection typically revolve around the charge that cryptocurrency markets are easily manipulated and proper safeguards are not in place to protect investors. If a spot ETF were to be approved, it would render the long-running ejection moot and bring a new level of legitimacy to Bitcoin and the crypto asset class as a whole. This has the potential to usher in a new wave of institutional adoption that could bring about the end of the crypto winter as a new funds flow into the market. That is huge. They actually just rejected the grayscale spot ETF that they were trying to propose, which was one of a very promising one. I was actually thinking that this could be it. I was really thinking that it really could be it, and they were rejected and are now facing a legal battle from grayscale to the SEC. Hopefully that can turn in our favor. Hopefully they can pull that legal battle off and maybe get that spot ETF sooner than we think. If the Fed reverses course, "Don't fight the Fed" is a common expression investors use to explain one of the most influential forces on global financial markets. After multiple years of easy money policies and near zero interest rates, the U.S. Federal Reserve approved an interest rate hike of 0.25%, the first rate hike in more than 3 years. Since then, the Fed has implemented 2 additional rate hikes of 0.5% and 0.75%, bringing the current benchmark interest rate to a range of 1.5% to 1.75%. During the same period of time, risk assets around the world have been falling in price, with Bitcoin declining from 48,000 at the end of March to its current price, which is trading near its support at 20,000. The historic rise of the cryptocurrency and legacy markets that was witnessed in 2021 was largely driven by the easy money policies of the Fed, and it's highly likely that a return to such policies would once again see funds flow into the crypto ecosystem. Major adoption of Bitcoin as legal tender. 2021 saw El Salvador become the first country in the world to adopt Bitcoin as a legal tender for use by its citizens. In April of 2022, the Central African Republic, or CAR, became the second country to do so, pointing to a growing trend. While the use of BTC as a legal form of tender has been a long-running goal of crypto proponents, and the decisions of El Salvador and CAR are worth celebrating, its adoption by such small players on the world stage has done little to promote more mainstream acceptance. Now, we do know what is going on in Sri Lanka. If you don't, it does look like the entire country is bankrupt right now. And they are not a tiny country. I mean, they are relatively small, but they are a bit more of a bigger country in the overall scheme of things. So I think that this could be a major play for Bitcoin adoption if we have an entire country that is basically bankrupt, and this could be a good spot for Bitcoin to step in. Let me know in the comments below if you agree with me, but this could be the adoption that we may be looking for. Hopefully that can happen sooner than later. That would likely change, however, if a larger market such as Japan or Germany were to open up to officially promoting the use of BTC by their citizens for their daily purchases. Recent developments on the global stage, including conflict and food shortages, are pushing governments to do things they've never considered, and it's not outside the realm of possibility that a large economy could turn to Bitcoin as a currency of last resort as fiat currencies continue to lose their purchasing power. And that's exactly what is going on globally. I mean, we are witnessing global inflation, the likes that we haven't seen in, I mean, just years, decades even. And this is a good time, in my opinion, that Bitcoin could step in and really show what Bitcoin does. Integration as a payment option by a large company. A common excuse as to why people don't use Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies for their everyday purchases because it's not really accepted anywhere. While there are options available for accessing the value held in crypto, such as debit cards and online payment integrations with platforms like Shopify, the ability to make purchases by conducting transactions directly on a blockchain network is relatively limited. On several occasions, Elon Musk has demonstrated that a mere mention of integrating blockchain-based payments can spark a market rally for the token in question. Based on this and other examples of price pumps that follow, speculation about a major adoption announcement is likely that crypto payments being integrated by a major company such as Amazon or Apple could spark a bullish wave of momentum. So these are the things that really we are all waiting on as crypto investors. We are waiting for these major moves to be made in the crypto market, but those 5 right there are ones that could really send us into a parabolic run on a macro level of the crypto market. I mean, it just absolutely can send everything parabolic, and that is one of the reasons why I like holding Bitcoin and holding crypto in general, because it definitely is an early stage in my opinion, and we may see some things that will be historical for all of us. So that is one thing I really want to throw out there. So yeah, we did have 2 giveaway videos this week. I wanted to announce that. So if you were in one of these giveaways, so I will be doing the first one, which will be this one here. Well, let's announce a winner. So if you entered on this, every comment that you made was considered an entry. So check and make sure that your names and amount of comments you put on there are correct, and let's get a winner going. All right, so it looks like our winner off our first video is D Not You. So congratulations again. I think you have won before, so that is awesome to see. Now, my video from yesterday, if you entered on that, let's do the giveaway for that. You shall see your name there, and as many times as you have entered it, you should see that there. I will make that slower, but you can pause the screen as well if you do not see it. All right, and it does look like Joshua Carrero has won the second NFT. So thank you guys very much for entering. I appreciate all your support. You can get a hold of me on my Twitter for further instructions for me to send over your NFT for you. I thank you very much for all you guys watching, and I will catch you in the next one.